formation of association between conditional stimulus and unconditional stimulus. Okay, gradual formation of association between the conditional stimulus and the unconditional stimulus. Okay, during the period of learning. During the process of initial period of learning. Okay, this is acquisition. When there is form association between the conditional stimulus and the unconditional stimulus, this is acquisition. After that, the second thing comes is extinction. Extinction means if we decrease the frequency of unconditional stimulus, if we decrease the frequency of unconditional stimulus, it means learning might decrease. Learning might decrease means that if bell is rung and no meat is given, bell is rung and no meat is given, after some time dog might not salivate. This is extinction. Okay, this is extinction. Unconditional response decrease frequency line learning might decrease. Okay, dog will not salivate if bell is rung and no meat is given. This is extinction. After that, the third process is spontaneous recovery and reconditioning. Okay, spontaneous recovery and reconditioning. Previously in extinction we have studied that bell is rung but no meat is given. No meat is given. That will lead to dog not salivate. Okay, but if we start giving meat again, after ringing the bell, okay, if amount of saliva produce amount of saliva produce will be same, then it is known as reconditioning. Okay, and if there is decrease in amount of saliva, this is known as spontaneous recovery. This is known as spontaneous recovery. This is number 4 is reconditioning. Okay, acquisition means there is association between conditional stimulus and unconditional stimulus. Extinction means unconditional stimulus is given. If unconditional stimulus have decreased in frequency, then dog might not salivate. Okay, and if spontaneous recovery means after the after extinction, if there is amount of saliva decrease, okay, this is spontaneous recovery. After 24-hour rest means the amount of saliva will be decrease. When the amount of saliva will be same, this is known as reconditioning. Okay, these are the 4 components. Acquisition means association between conditional and the unconditional stimulus. Extinction means when there is unconditional stimulus decrease in frequency, the learning might decrease. Okay, when the if the bell is rang and meat is not given, if we start giving meat again, the saliva will be produced. If the same amount of saliva is produced, this is known as reconditioning, and the amount of saliva is decreased, this is known as spontaneous recovery. This is decrease in amount of saliva. Okay, after that, next is stimulus generalization and stimulus discrimination. Okay, First, we will discuss the stimulus generalization. Stimulus generalization means similar kind of stimulus. Similar kind of stimulus produce same response. Similar kind of stimulus produce same response means a dog is conditioned to salivate with a sound of bell. Sound of bell means conditional stimulus, but the dog will salivate to the sound of chime or similar tone. But dog will salivate to the sound of similar tone, even if he is not trained for this. Even if he is not trained with that sound. Okay, this is stimulus generalization. Next is stimulus discrimination. Means learn to differentiate between two stimuli. Learn to differentiate between two stimuli.